Do you want to risk your life just for a couple puffs a day? Of course not. Smoking cigarette increases many risks of one's physical health. Researchers say that tobacco kills over 8 million people each year. I spent the past few days researching information about smoking cigarettes to help inform you all on the risk and also the death rate on this. I will inform you today, like I said already, about the risk on smoking cigarettes, the death rates, but even my own personal experience, as I have had 3 family members die from smoking cigarettes. Please take notes, take what I say very serious, and inform others after. There are many risks of smoking cigarettes. One of the more commonly known ones are cancer, of course. But you don't acquire cancer just from smoking cigarettes. It's the poisonous fume in cigarettes that weaken your immune system and makes it harder for the body to kill cancer. Your immune system fights every day with the flus, common colds, and even cancerous cells. And cancerous cells are cells that are bad and spread a lot, spread too much. And your body fights this off. But with weakening of the immune system, your body cannot. And this is caused from the poisonous fumes that are in cigarettes. In 85% of blood cancers, cigarette smoking is responsible for a large fraction of bladder, head, neck, and even esophageal cancer, according to the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. Cigarette smoking can also cause cells to lose form, basically become faulty. This is through the faulty form of mitosis if one is smoking cigarettes. You might be asking, what is mitosis? Well, mitosis is the form of cells basically splitting, dividing, and duplicating throughout the body to make more of them. But while one is smoking cigarettes, this becomes hard for cells to do as their cells become faulty from the poisonous gases. This can become a huge problem as we need cells to move around, reproduce, and overall give us a form of life. Another huge problem with smoking cigarettes is that it can cause heart disease. This will happen through lowering levels of cholesterol. And one of the solutions from this is HDL, also known as high density lipoprotein, is what helps you against heart disease. It's particularly beneficial for women who have higher levels of cholesterol than men, but this can also work for men, and it works on all genders. But yes, and this is according to www.cholesterolinformation.com. Through this then can cause your blood to become very sticky and to form a blood clot. It looks like this. As you see, the blood right here is very sticky and it is preventing all the other blood from forming to the body. This can cause swelling on the body. So if you notice this immediately, if my wrist becomes very swelled up just out of nowhere, I can assume that it's a blood clot. This makes it harder for blood to process and to flow through your body, and we need blood to flow through our body in order for us to survive. And on the more serious note, blood clots can appear anywhere. It can appear in your heart, your lungs, your throat. They can appear anywhere. So please, if you believe you have a blood clot, let a loved one know, let a doctor know, so you can get it treated, as the risk for this of not getting it treated is death. The death rate of smoking initially has been going for a couple years now. Smoking is a leading preventable cause of death. This means there are ads out there, there are caution signs, there are commercials that say, do not smoke cigarettes. It can cause cancer, heart disease, loss of teeth. There are many examples that they give, but us as a society continue to keep buying cigarettes. This is a huge problem, and we need to get this fixed. Cigarette smoking is responsible for 480,000 deaths per year in the United States alone. In the United States alone, that is huge. And it includes 41,000 deaths resulting from secondhand smoke exposure. This is about 5 deaths annually, or 1,300 deaths every day according to the CDC. Our people should not be dying from cigarette smoking. This substance should have a fierce warning exemplifying our customers on what can happen to them, such as ones like these. I believe this should be put on every cigarette box to inform them the worst possible outcome of smoking cigarettes. No one wants to end up like that. No one wants to lose their life due to simply puffing on a cigarette a couple of times a day. Scientists have discovered that people tend to die 10 years earlier. People who smoke tend to die 10 years earlier than non-smokers. This is horrific. You do not want to live 10 years of your life just because you decided to pick up a cigarette and smoke it a couple of times. This has happened with some of my family members in the past. One of them, the closest one to me, was my grandmother. My grandma was a very special person. I lost her to cancer. She pretty much smoked every day, and I was just very young at the time, in about second to fifth grade, and I didn't understand why she smoked a lot. I didn't really understand what it was. I just knew she liked it. I wish that I could have given her the chance. I wish I could have given her the knowledge and showed her a chance to where she didn't need to smoke cigarettes. She didn't have to, and tell her the horrible things that can happen to her. She was addicted due to the nicotine and cancer, and to the nicotine in cigarettes, and she ultimately got cancer from this. I wish there was something I could have done and changed her way of life and changed her mind on cigarettes. Both of my aunts were victims of cigarettes, and they both acquired cancer right after my grandmother had passed. Both of them tried to stop. They tried to get nicotine patches and things like that, but it just didn't work, and they kept going back to cigarettes. This caused me to truly hate cigarettes and to stay away from them, stay far away from them. My family mourned for my grandma's loss, and then also the loss of both of my aunties. This was hit very hard for me, as I was super close to my grandma and didn't want anything to happen to her. But as I grow up now, I now realize that I can spread awareness to smoking cigarettes, and all my family members who have seen this do the same thing. Broaden your knowledge of this risk of smoking cigarettes, the death rate of smoking cigarettes, and how to terminate one's smoking habits. Please visit www.stopsmoking.com. I'm grateful for being able to attain all this knowledge on smoking. Thank you for listening to me on how cigarettes are horrible for the body and how they can risk personal health, the death rate, and also my personal experience of family members smoking cigarettes. I hope to spread this knowledge to you and for you to spread it to others. Thank you.